guys, thanks for stopping by Kiki Kitchen. I'm Glenn Payne, and every week I'm going to show you a fantastic recipe from my kitchen, and together with a special guest, we're going to cook, we're going to dish, and we're going to serve. This week we're making my famous next to no carb crustless pizza. Did you know one slice of pizza has almost 42 grams of carbs? And I'm going to show you a version today that has only 5 grams of carbs per slice. Ooh. Yes, girl, 5 grams of carbs per slice. Watch, I'm going to show you how. So first, we're going to start by preheating the oven to 375 degrees. You're going to need a 9 by 13 inch baking pan like this. Now to this pan, I'm just going to add a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. And now I'm going to add 2 cups of grated mozzarella cheese. Spread it around evenly. Now that you have our base for our pizza, just set that aside. And now I'm going to show you how to make our batter, if you will. So now in a medium bowl, I'm just going to combine 4 eggs. With some low-fat, softened cream cheese. And just beat those together until they're nicely combined. And I'm just going to add a little salt and pepper to taste. And then to that, I'm adding 1/3 cup of heavy cream, 1/2 cup of grated Parmesan cheese, 4 cloves of fresh chopped garlic. Not that stuff you get in the jar or in the bottle. And then for extra yummy flavor, I'm adding a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, which is basically just like parsley and basil and oregano and rosemary and thyme and basically every kind of seasoning there is. And the last 2 things I'm going to add are a handful of chives, which I love. They look like little blades of grass and they taste like onions. And they're really strong and they're going to hold up to the heat and create a great base for our pizza crust. Our pizza crust. And the last thing I'm going to add is 2 tablespoons of flaxseed. Now flax seeds are full of omega-3s, which are really, really good for us. They help lower our cholesterol, they help reduce the risk of heart disease and stroke and cancer and diabetes, so they're a great thing to keep around and to have on hand and to incorporate into our cooking when we can. So now that we have our batter assembled, I'm going to take that and pour that on top of our cheese in our 9 by 13 inch pan. And now that we have our base for our pizza assembled, it's ready to go in the oven. I'm going to pop it into our 375 degree oven for 30 minutes. I just finished cutting up my toppings. Yes. 5 carbs per slice. Yes. Ooh, I gotta go, girl. Yay, I think our special guest has arrived. She's a carb connoisseur and she loves a good pizza. We're gonna see what she thinks of our crustless version. Star of New York City and Fire Island drag legend Gusty Winds!
Hi, Glenda!
Hi, Gusty!
Hi, everybody. Where's the food?
Oh, girl, thanks for coming to my Kiki
Where's the
Kitchen
food?
first. Oh, it's almost ready.
Because I'm starving.
Perfect timing because our crust is just about ready to come out of the oven.
Ooh, it smells delicious in here. Mm-hmm. What are we going to be doing today? Is it a pizza? What are we eating?
Well, you know, you're just in time because you're going to help me top. No, the pizza, girl.
All right, good, good. So what are our choices going to be today?
For toppings, we have pepperoni, which I've cut up, and peppers. I know. You don't like green. I
do like green. Delicious.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gusty's first vegetable. I'm really excited to see what you think because I know you love pizza.
I was probably born in the back of a pizza kitchen when I was a child, I'm sure of it.
Oh, wow. Wow, now that's the key.
Oh, girl. So
now, before we top, we're gonna have to spoon.
When you're a girl my size, I like to ladle.
And I got a fat-free, low-carb, low-sugar sauce. Use it sparingly. We're trying to keep this...
Like I'm frosting a cake?
Kind of healthy. Exactly. And we're being very carb-conscious.
Carb-conscious.
In this cooking. Yeah, because, you know, when we're carb-conscious, it actually helps us gain more muscle than fat anyway. And we feel better about ourselves, we have a greater mood, we have more energy. It's just great all around. I take healthy cooking quite seriously.
I take eating quite seriously, so we have something in common. Do we do more sauce on top of that?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's not a lasagna. It's a pizza.
This goes back in the oven?
Back in the oven just for 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
A 375-degree oven until it's nice and golden bubbly on top, and then we're gonna taste it.
Alright, so how long would you say from start to finish this would take someone to make? Like 45 minutes?
Yeah, maybe about an hour with all the prep, but yeah.
Okay, it's gorgeous.
Gusty, thanks so much for coming by the Kiki Kitchen today.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I can't wait to eat that pizza.
I know, and it's going to be ready really soon. But I gotta say, I'm surprised you came by because I didn't know if you were much of a cook.
Oh, I've been cooking since I was a kid. My mother makes apple pie. That's my dad's favorite thing. So one afternoon I made apple pie. And my father came home and I brought the pie out and I put it on the table. And my mother didn't say anything. My father ate the apple pie and he looked at my mother and he goes, "This is the best apple pie you have ever made." Well, my mother pulled me aside and told me that I was never to make apple pie for my father again.
Because it was competition.
Competition.
And she couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Well, it was one of those types of families.
Yes, one of those.
You know, baking, I would love to bake a pie. You know, baking low-carb, low-sugar pies is kind of difficult, but I'm going to show you some great versions coming up on future episodes. So definitely stay tuned. Because, you know, you're going to love a low-carb, low-sugar pie.
I'm sure I will.
Change your life. Change your life. Ooh! Did you hear that?
I heard that.
I think our pizza's ready.
Delicious.
Yes! Fresh out of the Kiki Kitchen,
Smells
Gusty.
like pizza, looks like pizza. All that topping and spooning has made me ravenous.
Well, our hard work has paid off. Look how delicious that looks.
Amazing. Mmm. Oh my god, this is so good. Oh my god.
And would you believe less than 5 grams of carb per slice?
No.
But always remember, when eating, it's always about portion control. You know, a slice of this is, you know, good for you in carbs, but if you eat like 2 pies of it, obviously.
So that doesn't mean I get the other 4 slices?
We still have to feed our crew, Bestie, of course. So thanks, girl, for stopping by. I'm so happy you like my pizza.
My pleasure. It's delicious, and I'm totally gonna finish this right now.
Oh, good. You're certainly the best taste tester in town.
Naturally.
And thank you for stopping by the Kiki Kitchen, where we cook, we dish, and we serve. Does the crew really have to eat?
Yeah, girl.